Hey everyone, welcome back. Nick with Push Industries here, and today we're going to talk about gear case covers for the John Deere 47 and 54-inch snowblowers. Gear case covers, you might ask? Yes, sounds crazy, but when you start getting into the nitty-gritty of these things, there is actually quite a few issues with them. As you can see here, it's a very basic steel cover. And the primary issue with these covers is how they're fastened. So you can see that there is 6 bolts securing it. However, there is nothing in any of the 4 corners. And what happens, that paired with the outer diameter of this gear case cover being larger than the gear case housing, you will get debris, rocks, chunks of wood, etc. in the auger, and it'll actually catch those corners and bend them open, getting moisture in there and or potentially leaking oil if it's at the lower portion. Some other issues is John Deere just secures this with basically like a liquid gasket, like a Permatex, and it's a mess when you go to take this thing off. You have to chisel it off, further bending it, also cleaning all this gunk off, and you do get a good amount of the glue inside of the gear case itself. And the other issue is if you do want to change out your oil, the only way you could ever really do it is remove the cover. There's no drain plug. So we have developed this, our billet gear case cover. It's going to have a fill, a drain, 6061 T6 billet aluminum, black hard coat anodized, and best of all, it's going to have a O-ring gasket. And then you're going to see that it is almost 1 inch thick on the sides. And it is a smaller profile than the gear case, so there's no corners to catch. Okay, I think we're all set up to get the OEM cover removed. Got a little tote cover to catch the oil, nice and big. And got a number 10 socket here. And we're just gonna start removing these 6 bolts. Ooh, look at all that goo. Okay, and this plate is not going to come off because it has an ungodly amount of gasket maker on it. As you can see, it's all over these bolts, which I suppose is kind of good. It acts as a little Loctite. Well, I'm going to go get a putty knife and we're going to knock this thing off. Okay, got my putty knife here. Good thing is, since this one's bent, it might actually come off a little easier. Boy, that's on there. Oh God. Ooh. Here we go. So, again, a lot of glue all goobered in there. Goes into the inside, so we'll just have to get this scraped off. And we'll get the new one installed. Uh-oh. Ugh, that'll be fun. All right, everything is scraped clean with a razor blade, and might get blasted in the comments for this one, but I did use just a little bit of like a Scotch-Brite on this surface lightly to just get the rest of that adhesive off, so we got a nice clean surface to mount to. And now we are going to attach the new Push Industries billet cover with number 5 Allen wrench. And I'm just going to start at the top here. You can see we got our O-ring is nice and secure. You know, I think I'm actually going to put a little Loctite on these. All right, got some thread lock installed on these Allen bolts. And we are ready to install the cover. All right, M6 bolt is gonna get torqued to probably like 5 to 7.5 foot-pounds of torque. So I'm not gonna use a torque wrench. Just keep that in the back of your head, and you know, try and do some sort of an alternating pattern like a cylinder head. So something like top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom. Go. Okay, I'm going to pop these plugs out quick to fill in the drain, and I'm just going to throw some oil resistant thread tape on them. So it is a tapered plug. We'll go in until it kind of stops, and then maybe give it like another turn or so until it kind of gets nice and snug. Not going too far. Something like that. Right there feels good. Okay, our drain plug is in, cover is secure. We're gonna add oil back into the gear case. We're using a 75W90. A lot of opinions on what should be used here. You can do your own research, use what you like. This is what I got, so it's what we're using. And we're just gonna fill this up until it starts coming out. Got a little leak on our neck here. And we're full, so we're just gonna let the excess drain out until it stops. Okay, it looks like the oil is done draining out. I'm just gonna wipe this off. Make sure. Looks good. We're just gonna put our fill plug back in. Number 5 Allen. Let's wait till it's snug. All right, fill plugs in. We can clean this thing off with some brake cleaner, and we're good to go use it. Hope you enjoyed this install and this upgrade on your John Deere snowblower. We're super excited about this cover. It's gonna provide lots of reliability as well as a nice, easy way to maintain your gear case oil yearly. Check us out at pushinds.com for this and all of our other products. And also drop a comment or send an email on what we should make next for these things.